Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to take this moment to say thank you for listening to the Real ResQ podcast. It means a lot to me that you enjoy these stories as much as I do. Since the start of this podcast, we've had a lot of support from all over the world. It has been amazing. Now, we have companies joining our team that also want to say thank you for all that you are doing out there standing the watch. These companies are offering discounts on their products as a way to support the rescue community and those tuning into the Real ResQ podcast. Just go to therealresq.com, click on sponsors, and see these incredible offers for yourself. This episode of the Real ResQ podcast is brought to you by Breeze Eastern, the world's only dedicated helicopter hoist and winch provider. Axness, because when lives are at stake and conditions are challenging, clear communication is of the utmost importance. SR3 Rescue Concepts, because you don't know what you don't know. And Airwave, the Airwave Performance Mouthpiece, helping you to use breathing to your advantage. Breeze Eastern, they dedicate themselves to our helicopter rescue world. Since the very first helicopter rescue in November of 1945, Breeze Eastern has designed and manufactured superior rescue hoist solutions. While much of the technology and the unique mission requirements have changed over the past 75 years, their commitment to the rescuers, the operators, and those being rescued has not. Contact them today by visiting them at breeze-eastern.com. The Axness PNG wireless ICS system can bring cutting-edge wireless intercommunication system technology to any aircraft. The PNG system can be fully integrated into an existing ICS system or can be carried on and off as a mobile base station. They can go anywhere at any time on any aircraft. Plus, with the strongest and most robust waterproofed handheld on the market, this system can take a hit and keep working. Their wireless intercom systems are designed to enhance situational awareness through improved communication capability. This system brings superior noise-canceling technology to eliminate rotor wash and engine noise from your ICS. The Axness PNG wireless system is currently deployed in more than 1,800 public safety, air ambulance, and search and rescue aircrafts worldwide. I have personally used the Axness system in 4 different countries and on 5 different airframes. It is awesome. If you want more information, contact them today at axness.com. That's AXNES.com. You just make sure you tell them Quinny sent me. SR3 Rescue Concepts is a training company that can help your helicopter training. They train daytime, nighttime, aerial firefighting, hoist, long line, fast rope, rappel, and more. They can assist your program with standardization and safety checks or just an FAA annual refresher. With the certified flight instructor pilots and experienced crew, they are ready to help your agency keep up to date with current techniques, rules, regulations, and equipment. Plus, right now, SR3 is offering 10% off anything in their web store with the promo code, all capital letters, Real ResQ, REALRESQ. Plus, they are offering another 10% from their partners Petzl and their equipment. All you got to do is send an email to info@sr3rescueconcepts.com, mention this podcast, and they'll take care of the rest. And Airwave. What if I told you that you could train harder for longer and recover faster just by wearing a mouthpiece? I know, I questioned it too. Then I gave it a try. The Airwave Performance Mouthpiece is a breakthrough in performance technology that is scientifically proven with over 15 years of peer-reviewed, published research at the Citadel to open your airway by 25% for improved breathing, resulting in a 20% decrease in respiratory rate, an increase in muscular endurance, and 50% reduction in cortisol levels post-workout. Now, what does this mean to me? Well, now I'm able to train harder, recover faster, and be even more prepared for when that SAR alarm goes off. You don't need to take my word for it. Try it yourself and see how you can use your breathing to your advantage. Go to airwave.com or visit them on Instagram @airwave to learn more about it. Then, when you're ready to give it a try, Because you heard about it here at the Real ResQ, you get 10% off with the promotion code Real ResQ, RealResQ. In this episode of the Real ResQ, we are joined by a helicopter hoist instructor all the way from Germany. Not only does he give us one of his most memorable rescues, he also gets into what he's doing now to teach those who are coming up behind him and the rest of us in that helicopter rescue world. So please welcome our next guest, Mr. Sebastian Schneider. My name is Jason Quinn. I am United States Coast Guard Rescue Swimmer number 500. These are my rescues and rescues from those of us that put our lives on the line every day so others may live. This is the Real ResQ Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Real ResQ. Today, I've got a guy from Germany. I love it when you guys come from around the world to tell stories of what you guys do and have done and are doing now. It's very exciting to me. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sebastian Schneider. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Booyah. You know what? That's because I practiced. All right. Just so you know. So, Sebastian, my man, coming in. So here's kind of a cool thing about Sebastian and I. So we met a little bit online from here and there, but then you and I actually sat down about 2 Heli Expos ago. So HAI Heli Expo held in the US all over every year in March. Shout out to HAI. But the Goodrich User Conference is where we ended up like sitting down and talking. And since then I was like, man, you got to come tell some of these stories of what you're doing. And poof, here we are, man. So Sebastian, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm completely proud to be here and have the chance to fill this Real ResQ talk with a lot of good experience from my side. And for the first, Sebastian Schneider, my name. I'm 41 years old. I'm married and I have a 10-year-old daughter. That's
Nice.
To my person and to my CV. I'm an ex-soldier and paramedic. I'm a winch operator, a rope access technician, and finally, I am a hoist operator and hoist instructor. And in the moment, I have the profession of the position of a chief hoist instructor from the DRF Luftrettung in Germany, one of the biggest companies in the sector of the air rescue in Europe.
Very cool. Very cool. Which you know I have to come see you at one point or another so you can teach me, right?
I think a part of me and of my motto is never stop learning. That a very, very important point in the profession, in the life. Then when you stop to be good, you have stopped to learn or to be better.
Yeah. I am right there with you. That's why I need to come hang out with you for an extended amount of time. Come on, Sebastian, you and me. And then we'll go drink beer together in Germany.
Yes.
Be proper. The German beer.
Yes. I think we have more than good beer in Germany. We have good people, professional people, or what I can say. When I look in the whole world, we have so a lot of good people in other companies, and I'm so proud to be on the Collins Customer Conference in the last years to meet you. To meet the community on the HAI in US. And I think we over the world, we are a good family or a good community of friends in this part of rescue business. Yeah.
Oh, totally. I totally agree. So that's why it'll be fun. You and I hang out, we talk business and work, and then drink beer. Just
Yes.
saying.
Yes,
Okay.
that's very, very, very good.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
All right. So, Sebastian, how did you get into search and rescue? Like, what drew you into it?
Yes, in the search and rescue, I started in the past for the first on the ground, no, as a medic in the German army. I was in a couple of missions in the world, and in this part beginning my career of rescue of medicine as a medic, and I leave 2011 the armed forces, and I have luck. I must say that was only luck to come to the air rescue in the DRF. And my career in the DRF Luftrettung was starting in 2011. And yeah, I hope that's never ending.
I like that. So,
Yes.
real quick, the DRF, you've said that a couple times. What does that stand for? That's I know it's German words, but what is it?
Yeah. Yes. That's a big company
Yeah.
in Germany, in Europe. We for the first, we are a non-profit organization, and we have a big field in the air rescue, from the onshore rescue in the part of the offshore rescue, from the normal air rescue in the urban environment, in the high altitude, the complete field. We cover this with the helicopter, and day for day we look to can saving lives and help people.
I like that.
That's
Does DRF is that a short? Is there a full name for that? I guess is what I'm saying.
yes, that's a slogan in Germany. The DRF stands for Deutsche Rettungsflugwacht.
Okay, I'm gonna try that.
Yeah,
Say it one more time.
Deutsche Rettungsflugwacht.
Deutschen Retto
Flugwacht.
Blutwach.
Yes, that's
Is that all right?
very difficult to
To a
speak the
standard
correct
American
words.
speaker, yeah.
Yeah, I have the same. I have the same problem. I must say sorry when I. Doesn't have the correct wording, then my niveau on English is not a native speaker. I give my best to find the correct wording, and I hope for me I can give you a good answer of your questions, and I hope for the people to hear or to see this podcast in the next time or in the future. They can understand what I
You know what?
talk.
You're doing a great job because it's way better than my German. I got like two words. I've got Gesundheit, so when you sneeze, I got that one, and
Yeah.
Schmetterling, and that means butterfly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So for everybody else, all right, you're doing a great job with English. Just
Yeah.
saying. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Well, so now you got into search and rescue through the military, and then got into DRF to start teaching and whatnot there, which is amazing. But let's back up a little bit. What was your very first rescue that you remember?
Yes, for the first, I must say, okay, when you look the field in the military side is a completely different to the civilian side, and in Germany we have a different understanding in the operation for the words search and rescue, then I think the better description is HEMS or EMS. For the type of operation. That's for my opinion the better or the correct definition. Then the search and rescue service is operated in Germany by the Army or Air Force and by the national police and the border police. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yes. Then we doesn't have on our helicopter installed infrared and FLIR system to can search. I think when you look on the US market, all helicopter from the sheriffs or from the civilian part, they have installed a FLIR and have a FLIR operator and have a better option to can perform the search service. We are have in the focus the rescue service, the EMS. In Germany, we have a dual use operation. I think for the emergency rescue service in the air rescue and the intensive care and transport. That's what we have in the under the slogan or under the umbrella. Yeah, the air rescue in Germany. I think
Gotcha.
that's the correct description. Yes.
Okay, so it'd be more under a HEMS, so helicopter emergency medical services.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you just add that, you throw in the hoist on it, and now you're hoisting or winching, depending on which part of the world you're in, winching somebody, hoisting somebody out of an area that you can't land or can't really get ground support in, right?
Yes, we have in the moment more than 30 bases in Germany, from north to south, from east to west, and not every base have installed an hoist, and all bases have a little bit difference of the mission and operational type. We have bases, they operate only on day. We have 24-hour bases, they operate on day and night. Yep. And we have bases with hoist and without hoist. Yes, that's for clear understanding what we have in Germany. Yes,
I love it. I love it. So now back to the question of what was your first HEMS mission then?
Yes, I think I'm spend a lot of time in this operation, and when I remember me. I have had a special mission in the past in the east of Germany, in the Sandstone Valley in Germany, and we have a lot of windy conditions, and we become the mission order to rescue an injured climber. There was falling down more than 20 meters from
oh my God.
Yes.
All right, real quick for my Imperial friends, that's like 60 feet, give or take. Like
yeah.
20 meters. That's a long way. Holy
yes. When we look in the view of a climber, it's 60 meters, a lot of distance when you fall.
Wait, 60
down.
meters or 20 meters?
20 meters.
Yeah,
Sorry,
okay.
20,
That's all right.
60,
I was
60 feet.
making sure. Yeah, 60 feet.
Yes,
You
yes.
can talk meters all day long. I totally understand. I just can't
Yeah.
say that for everybody
Okay.
else.
Yes. Yeah. For correction, 20 meters. That was the information for this mission. What we have. And we fly out, have the identification of the spot of rescue or on the hoist spot, and we bring the rescue down by hoist. And it was very difficult for the windy conditions, and this was a very small spot, like then a crevasse. In the sandstone, you have a lot of small lines in these sandstone needles, and the climber was lying down on the ground, and we have a lot of trouble to bring the rescuer exactly down to this minimum hoist spot, and the surprise message was come from the rescuer about the radio. Okay, the injuries of this climber was not so high. He have only a broken leg, and we are like, okay, well, luck.
Wow.
They have very, very luck, and that is what I must say in this business of the rescue. You become a very crazy information about the incident in this, and in a lot of missions you have not the I must find the correct word.
Good.
The information are a lot of harder than the result what you have on the injuries of the patient. And in the other side, you have slow information or not a lot of information. Then you have maximum injured patient, and you must fight for this life. And that's the crazy shit what we have in this. You doesn't know what comes next or what is real. That's a good slogan for Real ResQ.
That's a great one.
Yes, I think that's is a good description what we have every day from mission to mission, and you doesn't know what becomes you in the next mission on real facts.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I think that's a good sliding to this format. Yeah.
Thanks, man. I might have to steal it. I might have to say it's mine though. Is that okay?
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so you guys get down to a guy. All right, first of all, I totally understand when you get a dispatch center that calls you and say, "Hey, some guy fell," or there's not enough information, and you get on scene and you're like, "That's it. It was a broken toe. It wasn't this bad thing." Or exact opposite. "Hey, you have a broken toe," and then all of a sudden somebody's in cardiac arrest and bleeding out, and you're like,
yeah.
"Oh my gosh."
Yeah.
So with this in particular rescue, this guy falls 20 meters, 60 feet or so. He only has a broken leg in this crevasse of an area inside the rocks. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. So are you on the winch or are you on the hoist cable?
I'm on the winch. On the winch. I was in this situation, the winch operator.
All right. So what kind of gear are you sending down? Are you a full litter, the backboard, or what are you setting these guys up? And how many rescuemen, or do you call them winchmen or rescuemen?
Winchman, rescueman, that's all the correct description.
Okay.
That's from region to region differently.
Yes, and it's driving me crazy.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
I'm just
Yes.
kidding. Okay, for
Yes.
all my winchmen out there, yeah, it's okay.
We have in Germany uh, air rescue specialist. We have air rescuer or winchman. That's all different types of the description, or all make the same work.
It totally
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I'll come back to that later. But all right. So how many rescue guys, winchmen, do you have in the back of the helicopter with you?
uh, uh, in normally in Germany we doesn't have a steady the winchman in the cabin. We have I think a different system to our other countries or other regions. The uh, rescue or air rescue specialists are from the Mountain Rescue Association, and we become from the Rescue Coordination Center, a pickup point coordinates, and we pick them up in one situation by the hoist, or we can landing on the spot and he come in the helicopter and we fly to the hoist spot. Yes,
Okay.
normally we have on the helicopter with installed hoist on the base, one pilot on day operation, one pilot,
Yeah.
one paramedic, and in the second part is the winch operator, and
Okay.
we have the emergency doctor. That's the
Oh,
flight crew, and when we have rescue missions, we picked the rescuer up, or the rescuer is in the other type of situation on the hoist spot,
yeah.
and have prepared the patient, and we come with a helicopter, and we pick them up by the hoist, load them in a helicopter, and fly to the hospital. That's completely different from region to region and from mission to mission.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Our
So back to this one real quick. So you put one guy down into the crevasse to the victim with the broken leg. Yeah.
Yes, in this case, that's correct. Then we need in the first the rescue to prepare them. In this case, we rescue them with the rescue triangle. Then the crevasse was too small to bring down in the crevasse the litter. To
Ah.
yes, then we different in Germany. Okay, um, rescue on the first, medical treatment on the second step. From
Love it.
yes, you must analyze the situation. Okay, what is your environment? What is the spectrum of injuries from the victim, and what is the best to come out of from this situation? And after them, when we perform a crash rescue, yes, fast and simple. And
Yeah.
after them, when we come out from the crevasse, you can bring them in a helicopter, or land immediately with the patient. You have a lot of more space, and you can perform a better and medical treatment. And
Yeah.
in conclusion, you have a better time management for the goal now of trauma, or the
Yeah.
pre-hospital time. Yes, I think the benefit for the patient is in special situations so much better when you perform a crash rescue by helicopter when it's possible, or when you must perform a terrestrial rescue.
Yeah, I really like that idea behind it, where you get somebody out of harm's way onto a stable platform, and then you do the medical side of it. I like that idea. I'm not. It's nothing against anybody else that's doing anything different. I get it. I like it.
Yes.
I one of my friends, real quick, one of my friends that I actually learned quite a bit from. He said to me, like, he's a fireman. He's like, I'm not going to treat somebody inside the burning building. I'm going to get them out of the burning building and then treat them. And it makes so much sense when you put it into something as simple context of that. It's like, why am I going to treat somebody on the side of a mountain or in the crevasse with a broken leg when I can get them out of there and then treat them in the back of the helicopter or in an area where I can land and then do proper
Yeah.
management. So,
Yes.
you real quick, you said he went down with a rescue triangle and he put the victim in a rescue triangle. For those that don't know, it's a rescue triangle kind of comes underneath the arms and then between the legs, and it wraps you up almost like I'm gonna call it like a lazy boy where you sit down. There's many different versions out there. The CMC makes the hot seat. Priority One was making the AVED. There's an ARV by ARS. There's all sorts of different. So the rescue triangle is just another piece of gear that wraps somebody up. So another question with that is your medic riding with the patient out of the crevasse into the helicopter? Do you do what I call it a double up? I don't know what you guys call it, but
in this case, from this special rescue,
yeah.
This was only the rescue from the Mountain Rescue Association
Okay.
from Germany, or in this case from Sachsen.
Okay.
And you must make a difference when the patient need painkillers or whatever. We bring down the doctor. In this case, yes, the doctor is trained on the hoist, and he have the order in this profession to perform complete the medical treatment, painkillers to stabilize the body, and the rescue assist the doctor in the view of the medical treatment, and
Yeah.
the rescue have in this spectrum of work to guarantee the safety in the rescue zone. Okay, is the doctor be late on the anchor point in a environment of rocks or whatever, and that's just the split of the the work in this team.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
we have a little bit special in Germany. When you look on the international side, you have the paramedic in the same person, the winchman, and he perform the complete work on the hoist spot. In Germany, is that's a little bit different. Yeah.
Wow, man, that's so cool. So I assume like once you got the patient out of that crevasse and into the helicopter, doctor takes over and you guys just beat feet to a hospital, yeah?
Yes, we have the luck and the chance to picked up the victim by the hoist and can load them in the air in the helicopter and can fly directly from the hoist spot in the air to the hospital.
Love it.
And that's is a good type of operation what we have to save time
Yeah.
and save the life in this case and fly directly and fast to the hospital, and they can make all other parts of the medical treatment in in a safe environment in the structure of the emergency unit in the hospital. Yeah.
Love it, man. Well done for you guys, your entire crew. That's awesome. I like
Thank you.
that, man. I like that. Well, let me change gears because we've been talking about this a little bit, but all the training and the stuff you're doing now. So you working with DRF, right? Did I say that right? DRF. Okay.
Yes, correct.
So now you're into the training side of things where you're teaching everybody how to do what you've been doing all these years.
Yes, when you remember the part of teaching, the part of new innovation, that was the part what we meet us in the past.
Yeah.
Then when I look on my person, one part of my person in my profession is the the job as an hoist operator, as a job as a paramedic, and the other part, that's the bigger part, is the position as the chief hoist operator, and I coordinate the trainings from the hoist operators, from the emergency doctor or the hoist doctors, they call we correct in Germany, and the pilots in the complete field of hoist operation. And that's the biggest part, and that's my prize, or what I become in my work when I see the crews can perform rescues, difficult rescues, and the teamwork and the professional work works.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
the complete crew come after back from the mission in a good, healthy constitution, and they have, okay, we have performed a hard work, or that was a safe work, and we can save a life.
Love it. Man, that's
Yes,
great.
that
How long
that's
how long does your training go for? Like if I come up and hang out with you,
yeah,
how
yeah,
long is your training?
yeah. What is the correct answer? You must look. Okay, is that a rescuer? Is that's a doctor? Is that's a hoist operator or a hoist pilot? That's a little bit different. I can say
Okay.
for sure we spent a lot of time in a good and realistic training. Uh, all peoples perform a basic training for the first in theoretical, in dry skills on ground on the helicopter. That's the second step, or a second part. And after them, we fly with the flight crew, with the hoist operator and the hoist pilot, uh, the emergency procedures with a death load on the hoist hook. And after them, when this is finished, we perform a realistic training in a realistic environment with the complete crew, with the hoist operator, with the hoist pilot, with the doctors, with the rescuer, all realistic. With the crew, they work in the normal operation on mission, and
Yeah.
that's a big part and an important part to give them the best tools to can survive in special situations. Uh, uh,
Brilliant.
you all that's my opinion, and that's my spirit. I must give them the best tools and always a plan B to cover uh, a failure or a mistake a different situation to can come out safe and professional. That's the important thing, and that's my profession. That's my spirit.
That's amazing. And that sounds like I'm gonna move in with you for like a month so I can go through all of that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll even help be a babysitter. Okay. So you and your wife can go out.
No,
That's
I must
great.
say, we are not the only one, and I don't say we are the best. That's completely stupid. Uh, when you remember by the beginning of this podcast, I have say never stop learning, and that's my point of view. I'll look left side, right side, forward and back. What do other companies, what do other people, and what can I learn from them and can bring this input in my or in our operation to can make that better and better and better. That's my way what I would go. And I must say I have a good team around me, and they perform day for day, mission for mission, uh, so good work. That's make me proud.
Oh man, I like that. Man, I like that a lot. That's good stuff. Well, I love what you guys are doing. Helping everybody get up to speed because it's funny. I say this and it's almost a contradiction. What we do is dangerous and what we do is very difficult. At the same time, it's very safe and very easy for those that get the proper training. And if you practice, you just make it look easy. So,
Yeah, yes, yes, for sure. I don't can find better words. Uh, I think I have learned in the army, train as you fight. And that's the
yes.
correct wording. Then I must look, is this what we do in every day? Have we always the best training? Yes or no? I think, okay, we have a good training. We have had a good training in the past, for sure. Or when you look in the future, what can we do better? Have we better devices for training? Have we uh, better books? Have we better equipment? Can we change the equipment, old stuff to new stuff or new innovations? And in summary, uh, stands the patient and stands the rescue, not a funny flight. Okay, we have fun. That's only a benefit what we have in our work. Yes, for sure. Our
Yeah,
in focus always must be the patient and the process of life saving.
agreed. I couldn't have said it better myself. Well done.
Thank you.
Sebastian, unless you want to talk about any in particular other rescues that you might have, man, I'm super pumped that you came on. So up to you.
Um, Yeah, what can I make better by rescue? I think you can always be better and make some parts better. You must always be a self-reflection, and I call them lessons learned. Okay, you perform a rescue, and after them, an important point is a professional and an open debriefing with clear words. Okay, what was good? What was not so good? What can we do better in the future? That's the three points what you must have in a good debriefing. Yes, and when you remember on the Collins Customer Conference,
Yep.
yes, this year, David Weber or
Dave Weber. Love
yes,
Dave Weber. He's
yes,
been
that's
here. He's been here.
yeah. And I think they have present in this lecture the same parts what I have described a minute before, and that is the basic for a good and for my slogan, safe hoist operation.
Love it. It's exactly what I keep saying. I'm
Yeah.
glad we are you, me, and Dave Weber. There's three of us that are on the exact same page. I can't speak for everybody else, but there's three of us that are on the same page. We're doing that right.
Yes, and I think I must I doesn't must um, explore or develop the wheel new. Other peoples around the world have good and professional ideas. And I think, for example, when I cooking a soup,
Yeah.
water and salt, the soup doesn't is good. No,
Yeah.
when I bring in the soup, salt, pepper, chili, or whatever, the flavor of the soup is so much better than only with salt.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's I think my opinion. You must look around, and we have a lot of good and professional people. They have good and great ideas, and when I copy a little bit from them and bring this in my operation, in my type of training, in my style of training and teaching,
Yep.
I think that's always the way for success.
It's the way to go. Sebastian, I cannot thank you enough for coming on and just giving us a little brief into your world out there in Germany. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you. So thank you.
Yeah. For the first or for the last, I must say thank you to have the chance for the podcast with you, and for the international people or the European peoples. We have in September this year the third edition of the HHO Symposium.
Ooh.
By DRF Luftrettung in the southwest of Germany in our operations center. He is a 2-day event with, I say, a party of the community to bring new innovations and network have a focus on this event to share experience, to increase safety. That's the parts of this symposium, and we performed this this year in the third edition, and we have a little bit change on the format of this event. The first and the second edition in the past, there was only 2 days with a presentation in theoretical. And this year we have installed every day minimum 2 workshops, one in the part of the hoist maintenance, and the other part of the workshop is a special medicine under hoist conditions. And the special this year is we share experience in the style of theoretical classroom for the first part. And after them, we present this stuff, what we learned in the theoretical, bring them outside and demonstrate that in a flight demonstration in a real flight. And that's new and the first in this year. And I hope a lot of people comes to Germany, and you find the registration link on LinkedIn. And when people have questions, share my contact details, and I give them, I hope, a good answer, and I can help them. And last but not least, I see you in September on the HHO Simple. Yes,
I hope so,
and
dude.
you can come back and we're drinking beer after the event and have a great time for networking with the whole family. Yeah.
Oh, I like this idea more and more as you keep talking. I love it. What, Sebastian, how does everybody get in touch with you if they have questions about this or future HHO symposiums?
Yes, everybody can find me on LinkedIn.
Okay.
Can find me on Facebook.
Okay.
Yes, or you have my email, and yeah, I think that's enough options to can contact me, and I hope see you in September.
You and me both, my friend. You and me both.
Yes.
The first thing I need to do is ask my wife.
Yes.
I might have to bring her
Do
with
this
me.
immediately.
Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sebastian, thank you so much again. I can't thank you enough for coming on and just sharing what you guys are doing up there. I love it. So if I can get up there in September, I will absolutely show up, and you and I will be drinking some beer together. All right?
Yeah. Yes, for sure. Thank you.
All right. Right on. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. Go. Thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this episode of the Real ResQ podcast. Please take a minute to like, subscribe, and hit that share button. I'm pulling chocks and taking off. But before I go, if anyone out there has a rescue story they would be willing to share, I would be humbled and honored to have you on as a guest. Or if you have any questions about rescue or anything else we talk about here, send an email to jason@therealresq.com. That's Jason at TheRealResq.com. You can also check us out on our web pages, therealresq.com, our Facebook page, and our Instagram page @TheRealResQ. Again, a special thank you to all of you staying on the watch today. Always remember, when that SAR alarm goes off, those in distress are praying for a miracle. They are going to get you. Until next time, fly safe and swim hard.